Number one, practice His presence. Number two, you want to deal with the flesh, practice restriction. Practice restriction. You see one thing, too much of everything is bad. And that is the truth. You see, even the best of all things, when overdone, it leads into trouble. You have to know the time that this is for this and this is for that. You see that? Now, one of the things that will help you in dealing with your flesh as a prophetic minister, and I want you to hear this. This is a very powerful secret I want to give to you, because you have to understand that the state of your spirit is very important when it comes to the ability of you being able to deal with your flesh. That means that there has to be a consistent strategy to keep feeding your spirit, even though you live in a secular world, so that your spirit would have sufficient voice to be able to give direction to what your body does. Because you have to understand that naturally your body listens to your mind. So you need a high level of spirituality for your mind to be able to, for your spirit to be able to override your mind or the desires of your mind that are not in line with the will of God, and then your body is subject to that. Now, what you need to do, therefore, number one, you have to strengthen your consecration. You see that if you strengthen your consecration, it will help you to be able to practice restriction. All right. So as long as you keep feeding your spirit, as long as you keep engaging in your consecration activities, you get to realize that your spirit will be strong enough to be able to contribute in the decision-making process of what your body should do. So there must be restriction. Now, there is a level of discipline needed for restriction. I must confess to that, because on one hand, all right, there are solid confusion that Joseph had that made him reject the offer of Potiphar's wife, but there was a level of discipline that made him run away and leave his clothes, because he was convinced that was going to pitch him against the Lord that had given him a prophecy. We have to practice restriction. Too much of everything is bad. There's nothing wrong in doing social media. Too much of social media is bad. Prophets, you have to understand that your primary responsibility as a prophet of God is to be given to the Lord. Now, when you see a prophet that is given to social media, it's going to affect the time that you have with the Holy Spirit, because social media is like a world on its own. When you go through social media, you see a lot. You see a lot, and you go through a lot for seeing a lot. You have to minimize the things you see so that you can be able to protect the structure and the systems that governs your prophetic operations in your relationship with the Holy Spirit. So you must practice restriction. Very important. Don't be given to everything. Don't you see, strike a balance. Don't be overly the bar trying to push that. I hope this makes sense to you anyway. So number one, you practice His presence. Number two, you practice restriction in your dealing with your flesh. All right, you're dealing with the desires of your flesh. All right, so that you do not go overboard and get yourself into trouble.